recognize my problems have been solved.
Lesson 90. For this review, we will use these ideas. 1. Let me recognize the problem so it can be solved. Let me realize today that the problem is always some form of a grievance that I would cherish. Let me also understand that the solution is always a miracle with which I let the grievance be replaced. Quote, today I would remember the simplicity of salvation by reinforcing the lesson that there is one problem and one solution. The problem is a grievance. The solution is a miracle. And I invite the solution to come to me through my forgiveness of the grievance and my welcome of the miracle that takes its place. Number 2, specific applications of this idea might be in these forms. This presents a problem to me which I would have resolved. The miracle behind this grievance will resolve it for me. The answer to this problem is the miracle that it conceals. Number 3, let me recognize my problems have been solved. I seem to have problems only because I am misusing time. I believe that the problem comes first, and time must elapse before it can be worked out. I do not see the problem and the answer as simultaneous in their occurrence. That's because I do not yet realize that God has placed the answer together with the problem, so that they cannot be separated by time. The Holy Spirit will teach me this if I will let it. And I will understand it is impossible that I could have a problem which has not been solved already. And number 4, these forms of the idea will be useful for specific applications. I need not wait for this to be resolved. The answer to this problem is already given me if I will accept it. Time cannot separate this problem from its solution.